Saturday. Give just a few seconds. This is different and new for me. I usually don't go live while I'm driving, but I just felt inspired to do so. So I'm doing it for the first time. So y'all pardon me because I need to look forward, right? So I pray that you all are having a fantastic day. If you're watching this on replay, make sure you type in replay because I always would love to see who comes back and watches the video. I pray that you all are having an amazing day. I pray that you all are well. I pray that your families are well. I pray that your hearts are full. I pray that, as always, that the only tears that you shed on today are tears of joy because you look back and you think about how far God has brought you, how far you have come in knowing whose you are, knowing who you are. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. For those of you all who do not know me, my name is Dr. JaNee Mobley. I'm affectionately known as Dr. JaNee. And I help women overcome mindsets that prevent profit, progress, and prosperity so that they will position their purpose for profit and propel others in theirs as well. So if you all haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe channel. I wish I had my laptop here where I can drop the link so that you all can get your free gift, but it should be in the caption somewhere. So quick thing, I want to talk to you all about always remembering that it's so much bigger than you. And going from mindset to movement, and what mindset to movement is, for those of you all who do not know, it's about taking that idea off of the shelf of your mind and positioning it positioning yourself to implement it, to do it. It's about going from just having an idea in your head to actually implementing the idea, to go from idea to implementation. And I want y'all to know it's so much bigger than you. This past weekend, just inside info, this past week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I hosted the first ever virtual summit. And let me tell y'all, in all transparency, again, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you share this link with about 2 or 3 people. But let me tell y'all, I hosted this summit, and it had been on my mind for a while, but I literally ran from it because it was just going to take quite a bit of work that I just didn't have the capacity, or I thought I didn't have the capacity for. And for months, I've had this idea. Hey, y'all, come on in. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you share this live with about 2 or 3 people. I'm not going to be long. For the first time, I'm actually doing a live while I'm driving, so this is real different for me. But we're just going to have a conversation, real casual. And I'm talking to people who have an idea. I want y'all to drop in the chat, in the comment area, if you all are holding an idea, you're holding something that you want to do, you're like on the edge of it, whatever it is, and you really, really want to do it, but you're allowing fear to stop you. You're allowing doubt to stop you. You're allowing not having enough time or enough money to stop you. You know that this is something that you should be doing. You know that this is an idea that a lot of people need, but you're holding yourself back. I want you to drop a 1 in the chat if that's you, or just say me, because I was there, and it wasn't fear. Maybe it was fear. I'm not sure, but I had all of these thoughts because number one, I'm sitting here thinking like, hey, I have all of this going on. How am I going to plan a summit? But y'all, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday was the Mindset to Movement Summit, and baby, let me tell you something. Every night was absolutely amazing. Every night was transformational. Every night, every speaker provided strategy to help every individual on there propel themselves into their purpose, to go from taking that idea off of the shelf of their mind and implementing it. So I'm not sure what it is that you all are sitting on. I don't know what you're struggling with to take the idea that you have and move forward. One of the biggest things that a lot of people said and commented that makes them hold themselves back is fear. And let me share this about fear. One of my greatest tips for overcoming fear is, instead of feeding the fear, which is what a lot of people do. And how do people feed the fear? Well, I want you to think about, how do you feed yourself? You give more of whatever the food is. You give yourself more of whatever your favorite food is, right? When you feed yourself, you're giving yourself more. You're giving yourself something. Well, when you feed fear, you're giving yourself more fear. Well, Dr. G, how am I feeding the fear? Well, you're listening to the thoughts of, what if it doesn't work? What if you do fail? What if they reject you? What if you lose all of your money? What if it doesn't work? That's feeding the fear. What if they laugh at me? That is feeding fear, because you're giving more thought to all of the negative stuff that can happen instead of feeding your faith. What is faith? Faith is hope. Faith is trust. Faith is belief. If y'all haven't shared this live, make sure you hit the share button. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, right? That's literally what feeding fear is all about. It's giving your mind, receiving and taking in every negative thought. But when you transition and you feed, hello y'all, I can't see all of the comments and focus on them because I'm driving. But when you feed your faith, you're feeding yourself hope. You're feeding yourself trust. What does faith look like? Feeding your faith is, what it looks like is, instead of saying, what if the negative, or what if this doesn't work out, it's literally asking yourself the question, what if it does work? What if they don't reject me? What if they accept me? What if this idea takes off and I'm positioned where I have to literally bring on a greater support team to help me to manage it all? What if it does work? That's how you feed your faith. That's how you feed hope. That's how you increase your belief. Instead of feeding the fear, feed faith. Give yourself more ways that it will work. So what I ended up doing was, in terms of this summit, I found out ways that it would work. Every negative thought that could come in, as the scripture tells us, I had to cast it down. And the way that you cast it down, again, is feeding the faith. It's feeding the belief that it will work. Do y'all realize successful people, it's not that they don't have failure. Successful people feed the faith. They feed themselves that it will work, regardless of what it looks like. And you are positioned to do the same. I want you to know that your idea is not for you. It's bigger than you. What you're creating, yes, it will be positioned for profit, to bring you profit, but more than anything else, your idea is positioned to provide a transformation for somebody else. Remember, you are a solutionist. You provide a solution to somebody else's problem. And when they accept, when they invest through you for themselves to get the transformation that they need, then their lives are changed. Then their income is changed. Then their health is changed. Then their profession is changed. Then their business is changed. Whatever industry you're in. Hello, I can't remember. I can't see who's on because I'm driving right here, right? So I want whatever idea it is you have. Number one, feed the faith instead of feeding the fear. Number two, start. But Dr. JaNee, I don't know where to start. Here's the thing. The Bible says we have not because we ask not. And one of the things, whenever I am in a place where I just don't know where to start with the ideas that I literally go into prayer and I ask God literally the question, how? Now, you want me to do this, how am I going to do it? And I promise y'all, every single time God gives me a strategy, he shows me a way, whether through a person, whether I'm looking on social media, whether he just literally downloads the strategy in me. For the Mindset to Movement, I knew I needed 3 speakers. And I was pitching certain people and wasn't getting the response that I desired. And this was before prayer. And I started praying. I was like, okay, God, this is what you want me to do, then you're going to have to show me. And God gave me each speaker. And I contacted all of those speakers, and without question, they said yes. Did I know how everything was going to go? No. Number 3, quit trying to figure out what the end is going to be or what all of the details are going to be. Take the step. One of the things that I learned from, the book of Genesis, the story about Abraham. Abraham didn't know what the ins and outs were going to be. God just gave him instruction, and Abraham just had to go. He just had to make a move. So whatever it is that you know you're supposed to be doing, number one, feed the faith. Feed your faith. Feed that it's going to work for you instead of that it's not going to work for you. Number two, start. If you don't know how to start, ask God the question. You gave me the idea, how am I going to do this? And I'm trying to remember what was the last strategy. The last strategy I gave y'all, I'm up here focusing on the road, which is a good thing. Oh, the last thing is quit trying to figure out all of the answers. Quit trying to figure out all of the moving parts. Hi, Ryan. I believe that's what that says. Thank you. So are you. You are the best. Right? So quit trying to figure out all of the moving pieces. One of the things of trying to figure out all of the moving parts, how everything is going to work out, is it makes you stop. Because you get discouraged because you don't have all of the answers. Do y'all know one of the entrepreneurs that was our speaker for the night number 3, Takivia Sawyer of Melanin and Stamps. Melanin and Stamps is literally the name of her business. And she talked about how, and even my coach said the same thing, start before you're ready. She didn't say that, but here is what she did say. Whenever she plans her trips for her clients, she doesn't have all of the details. She plans the destination and she opens up the opportunity for people to come. And then she figures out all of the particulars. What stops so many people is that they're trying to figure out all of the details before you get started. Start it. Even as a coach to my clients with my program is mentally mapped out, but I don't have all of the details. But guess what? I have clients, right? So quit trying to figure everything out and get started. Quit psyching yourself out. Feed the faith instead of fear. Get started. If you don't know how to get started, ask God how. Because guess what? If you are a believer of Jesus Christ and you know that he's called you to purpose, trust me, he's going to give you everything that you need to execute everything that he wants you to do. And if you don't believe me, read the stories in the Bible. Esther, Jeremiah, Joshua, all these people, God gave strategy to. Right? And lastly is, I got number 4, bro, man, fuck this long. And lastly, number 3 is, what did I say number 3 was? I'm going to remember this next time, y'all. This is why I usually have my notes and I'm able, number 3 was quit trying to figure out all of the answers. Quit trying to figure out all of the details. Remember, people are waiting for you. They need the solution that you provide them to get the transformation that they need. So I appreciate you all for joining me. Maybe I'll do this again. If y'all want me to do this again, make sure you comment and say do this again or something like that, because this was kind of fun. But I pray that you all have a phenomenal evening, and remember to know your worth. Have a good one. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. Bye, y'all.